Okay, I think we're going. No idea if anybody's there yet. So I'll probably just sit and just talk to myself for a little bit. Okay, we're here. We're on. We're live. Hopefully this is working. I've got no idea. I think it is. If anybody's there, give me a wave. You can chat to me on YouTube. You can drop questions in. I've got two different cameras, so I'm going with two different things. Right, so that's YouTube. Crack in. Hopefully people are there on Instagram. Fantastic. Oh, great. Some people see me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Brilliant. We're on YouTube as well. Oh, that's so exciting. I have to say I do feel a little bit sick. Not done this before. It's been a little bit nerve-wracking. Hopefully it's going to work. Yeah, if anything goes off, it means I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. But anyway, we're here. I'm not going to jump straight into the tags because I know there's people wanting to join in. Thanks for letting me know it's all working. Brilliante. So we've got Instagram up here. I've got YouTube down here. I'm going to go through loads of different things. I don't know how long I'll be here. Maybe half an hour, maybe longer. For those of you that know me, you know I'm a little bit of a wobble gob. And I will just chunter for England. Today is about tag 26. If you've been doing the tag challenge, we've made it to halfway. It's absolutely amazing that we've got halfway. So if you've been in from the beginning, thank you so much. This has just been amazing, absolutely amazing. The tags, So for the soul, this has just been my massive thing that's going at the moment. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think on YouTube, there's a bit of a delay with my hands moving compared to what I'm actually doing, which is a little bit weird. Oh, and I don't even know what that means. If you're on YouTube, does it look like it's all going okay? Hopefully it is. It says something about the stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended. Open a widget. I have no idea what that means. So if you are on YouTube, can you just let me know that it is working okay? All okay. Okay, right, brilliant. Okie dokie. I'm just going to keep going and not worry about it. Hopefully, if on YouTube things go a bit pear-shaped, hop over onto Instagram and have a look there, which would be absolutely fantastic. We've got nearly, on both of them, nearly 300 people with us now, which is very, very exciting. Oh, brilliant. Thanks. So YouTube looks okay. Okay, I've no idea what a widget is at all, Maureen. That's just a new thing to me, so I'm going to ignore the widget. Oh, Instagram is not synced with your voice. Oh, heck. Right. Hopefully it's all going to work its way out, even if you can't really hear me. I'll be like one of those really odd dubbed films where my mouth moves and then the voice looks a little bit different. So I just hope this is all going to work. Okay, so if you're struggling with one, maybe hop onto the other so you can see me live streaming on YouTube or Instagram. Right, so we've got people from France, Brisbane, London. I think I've seen America, Canada, Wales. Absolutely awesome. Oh, Instagram's not synced. Right, I think it might just go a little bit hit and miss. So I'm just going to crack on. It will all be recorded. So on Instagram Live, I'll save it on my Instagram TV. And apparently my daughter tells me that YouTube just saves straight away. So the tag challenge. So this all came about. Obviously, we've all had a slightly horrific 18 months. And it all sort of started last year when I have this thing about sewing for the soul, which is just about stitching just because you love stitching. It's not to make anything. it's not for sale. It came out of a lot of stuff that I was selling, and I was making stuff to sell all the time, and I sort of lost a little bit of love for my textiles. So I decided last year, which I know quite a few people joined in, with the bobbin. Okay, so we've got the bobbin challenge. So this all started because I just wanted to sit and stitch on a Sunday evening. I suppose really just in preparation for going back to work on a Monday, and I just wanted to do something that was just about stitching. So it all sort of started and it grew, and if anybody did the challenge, it was meant to take a whole year, but it ended up that it took 6 months because obviously we went into lockdown and people started joining in. And I have to say thanks to Rachel from Roxy Creations, who started doing the challenge as well. I know a lot of people found me on YouTube because of Rachel, and from other YouTubers as well. So that was absolutely fantastic. So the hanging bit, I had to stop because it got to about nearly 2 meters long, which was a little bit ridiculous. So after that, we went back into another lockdown. So that was when the book came about. So the idea with the book was that there were different challenges on each of the pages. So both these projects are still on my YouTube. So if you haven't done them, they're still on there and they're going to stay on there. So if you want to have a go at either of these challenges, please just jump in and just have a go. They're just there if you want something to do. Obviously the intention wasn't to make something, but I just love fabric books. I just think they're really squidgy and really, really yummy. So that was the fabric book, and that was meant to have been it for last year because I'd gone back to work. So for those of you that don't know, I do teach 4 days a week. I'm the head of art at our local secondary school, and we were going back to work, so I knew it was going to be really, really busy, so I wasn't going to do another challenge. And then we went into another lockdown. So that was when the little tin came along, and the little tin, the 12 pages of Christmas. So we had the little book that was inside a scroll, which was really cute. I really liked that one. And this was actually meant to have been this part of this year's challenge, but I'd always got my idea in the head of doing the tags. I don't actually even know where that came from. I just knew that after Christmas I'd be back at work, so I wouldn't have enough time to be doing a really, really big project, but I still wanted to do something. So that's where the 52 tags came from, because I just thought that having something little to do, I could do, it was manageable, something that was really, really small. And that's when the tag challenge started. And I have no idea how many people are actually doing this at all. I do know, looking at everybody that's on Instagram and YouTube, I mean, we've got just over 400 people that have joined me today, which is amazing. And I just want to know where everybody is. So a couple of people contacted me yesterday just to make sure that I was okay. I think they were a little bit worried that because they couldn't find the tag yesterday, that something had gone wrong. Nothing had gone wrong. I would have done this yesterday, but I do know that some people work on a Friday and it's not always easy to join something at 12 o'clock. And I was actually doing a workshop yesterday. If you have a look at my Instagram post, you'll see some pictures. I was doing some natural dyeing. So it was really nice to be on the flip side of it and to be a student rather than the teacher. So I thought I'd do it today. So we're going with tag 26 today, and there's a little twist to this one. Now, I'm going to try and reorganize. So if you're on YouTube, you can see, hopefully, my other camera. On Instagram, I'm going to attempt to twist you down. This feels really weird. I feel like I'm getting hold of your head. I'm hoping that this is going to twist down. Now, I know it means that you're going to see things a little bit upside down, but I've tried loads and loads of different ways of trying to get the camera around the other way, and it just became a little bit of a nightmare. So we're going with tag 26, halfway through the year. And seeing as though we are halfway through the year, I decided that we all need a medal. You need a medal. You've done it. You've done 26 weeks. It's been awesome. I have to say, some of the tags that I have seen have been outstanding. They're all absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it totally blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind with all the work that's going on. I'm really sorry that I don't get on to like and comment on everybody's posts. If I was to do that, I'd just spend half my life doing it. But one of the things that I've loved about this is the fact that we've got this community and you all support each other and like each other's tags and put comments on there. Every so often I do get on and I do get to go down and do some likes. But please don't be offended if I don't go on and like your tag or post or anything like that. Usually because I've got a little bit carried away with making new tags. I got a bit carried away the other weekend because I have Fridays off. I'm a little bit ahead of the game because I want to enjoy doing the tag as well, which is why I really haven't done many of these lives, because it does feel like a lot of pressure actually stitching in front of everybody live. Even though all the videos that I do are a one take. I know some people have come back and sometimes the quality's not been that brilliant or there's been something slightly wrong. I don't go back and redo them. Whatever happens is what happens. Whatever comes out of my mouth is what comes out of my mouth. A few of my friends were over here the other day, and it was a Friday. We were having a bit of a stitch day and they wanted to watch the video, and it was the first time I'd actually listened to myself talking. I do apologise, I talk a load of rubbish, but basically it's a little bit like I'm doing now. What you hear is what's going on in my brain. It just comes out of my mouth. Yeah, sometimes what goes on in my brain actually doesn't come out of my mouth, or it doesn't. It comes out in a very, very different order, which sometimes is quite funny, but also gets me into a little bit of trouble. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a medal on this week's tag. Now I'm saying that and straight away I'm busy looking around and I can't find my tag. I thought I was super organised. So we have our tag. So we're going for week 26. So what you need to do is, as I always talk about, is auditioning your fabrics. So I've got a little selection here of fabrics that I am going to use for my medal. I had my first workshop at the shed a couple of weeks ago, and there were a couple of ladies that were here. We had such a lovely time. We were doing vintage needle cases, and she gave me a piece of dyed fabric that she'd done with rust dyeing, and I saw that and I was busy looking for what I was going to have as my medal this week, and I found this little Suffolk puff. So I decided that that was going to be my inspiration. When it comes to choosing colours for things, I do tend to find something and then use that as my inspiration. So that's my inspiration. I've got my blues and different things like that. Now there's different things then that you can do at the top of your medal. I pulled a couple of bits out. So it could be that there's a pin or a kilt pin that's at the top. I think I'm going to do a buckle. I quite like the idea of my medal coming down from a buckle. So here we go. So I hope this is working. Obviously I can't hear anybody, so I'll keep looking up and hopefully this is all going to work. So I need to do my first little bit, which is finding a nice bit of the dyeing. It's one of those things at work when we're working with the kids and we're dyeing. It's quite funny because every so often you do end up shouting across the classroom, "I wish you would just dye quietly," if the noise level gets a little bit too much, which probably isn't the best thing to say. My scissors are not wanting to cut today. Okay. Right, so I don't know if you're all sat there with a cuppa or with a bit of sewing to do. You're not going to have to just sit and watch me the whole time. I have done my Blue Peter moment where I have got some I did earlier. Got a bit carried away with making medals. Scissors are not wanting to cut today. Okay. Right, I'm not going to do a lot of sewing on this. I'm just going to do a little bit of just looking at construction. So I'm going to use this as my backing piece. Come on, cut. There we go. So that's going to be my backing piece. Now you see, obviously, if you've watched a lot of the videos, just for you on YouTube, there we go, that's what I've got so far. I change my mind a lot. So I've just done that now, and then I've just realised that I'm going to end up covering that up. So I'm not going to have that as my backing piece. I'm just going to go for a plain piece as my backing piece, and I'm going to put that on the top. Use some different scissors. That's a bit better. So the basic construction of my tag is going to be, it's going to be really, really simple. And I'm keeping it very simple because I am going to mention something else I'd like you, if you want to have a go at this week. Oh, I'm loving how you're all chatting online as well. Oh yeah, Roberta, definitely dying quietly. It's one of the funniest phrases that I ever use when I'm teaching. I wish you would die quietly. Okay, I think a few people are struggling on Instagram. Most people, I think, have moved over to YouTube. So yeah, the Instagram numbers are going down. So I hope you're nipping over to YouTube. I don't know why. I don't really understand all this technology stuff. I just did it on both because I know some people are on YouTube and some people are on Instagram. So I just thought it'd be really, really good to do most. If you are on Instagram, apparently people are saying that it's better on YouTube. So it's up to you where you want to be online. So that's going to be the bit that's going to dangle down the middle, and then I was going to have it, oops, so it goes through my buckle. There we go, flip that round on itself. Okay, so I'll stitch that onto the buckle. So I've got my background, I've got my buckle, I'll have that on there, and then it is just going to be so simple when I do this one. My medal is going to be my Suffolk puff that's on there as well. And then I did find, when I was having a bit of a root through, I got these from the Border Tart on Instagram. Really, really cute. And I thought I might pop either a pair of scissors or maybe a measuring thing at the top. I was going to put them actually onto the Suffolk puff, but you can't really see it. So I was going to sit and stitch. I've got my different colours, so I've picked out my rusty colour and then two different blues. I would stitch it all together. So that is, for those of you on Instagram, that would be my first medal. Okay, if you go on YouTube, if you find Ambrook Textile Artist, it should be on there. It should be live streaming, Dorothy, if you're on there. Loads of people, it's saying it's so much better over on YouTube. I probably should have just stuck to YouTube, but I thought I'd just help out. So hopefully if you are still on Instagram, you are still with me. So you could do loads of different things. I could have done that rather than it being on a buckle. I could have had it wrapped around a safety pin or a kilt pin. So there's loads of different things that you could do. Then other tags that I've done is I've done this one, which is actually on it's a piece of coconut. I had these in my drawer. It's one of the things that I found this year is you find lots and lots of things. So it's a little coconut shell, and I've done a blanket stitch around the bottom, just wrapped a matching piece of fabric and done a button, and then it's just the top bit that's just stitched onto my tag. So that's another idea for a medal. You could just get something really, really simple. You might just want to play around with just some really pretty fabrics. this one has actually got, it's a centre bit from a watch, because I just thought, oh, it's time's passing. So it's actually a face from the back of a watch. And then I've just got some layers of fabric that I just really liked, and popped those on, and then did a little bar just at the top, so it looks a little bit more like a medal. So these can be as intricate or as detailed as you want. The one that's actually going in my ring is this one. I love this. I got an old bobbin and got my husband to cut the end off and then sand it down for me. And I drilled with my little Dremel drill a couple of holes in the top, and then just got some of my blue fabric and a little piece of lace. So that is my medal that I'm giving myself. I think it's lovely to say to yourself, well done, good job. So that's the first part of this week, is to make yourself a medal. Okay. Right, can everybody see all those on screen? Apparently the camera's not central. Hopefully that's working. Is everybody okay? Right, if somebody on YouTube can just let me know that you can see all those. Move near to your scissors. Oh, right, has it moved right off? And so when I'm looking at the screen, right, you can see, brilliant. I don't know what happened there. So these are my little suggestions as to how you could do a medal. So there's one little Suffolk puff, that's a vintage one. This one is a piece of coconut shell, a little bit of a watch, and that one's my favourite one, which is the piece off a vintage bobbin. So you can do anything, but the idea is that you're going to make yourself a medal for getting halfway through. If you've only just joined in and you've only just found us, welcome to our community. You can join in wherever you want, so you can start at this one and then go back and do any of the other tags that you want. I'm just going to grab a drink. There we go. Do any of them in any order. They are all numbered on the YouTube, so you can go and have a look. Now, a couple of people sent me messages saying, oh, what's going on, what's going on? There is a little bit of a twist to this tag, because we have got people all over the world that are doing this challenge, and I've had some fantastic messages from people. I personally would just like to say thank you to everybody that's in our community, our 52 tag community. I know I've had lovely comments of people saying that I've kept them going. You've all kept me going. It's been lovely having this reason for doing stitching, even though I was going to do it without having a reason. It has been really nice. It's challenged my brain, but I'm still coming up with loads of ideas. Got loads of different ones coming up. Very excited about some of the ones that are coming up. I have had some of my favourites, but then I do a new one and then I get a new favourite, so that's quite funny. Anyway, so on to the other challenge. Now, this is optional, totally optional, but if you'd like to take part, that would be fantastic. So everybody has got an amazing set of tags. So my challenge is to make me a tag. Okay, this could be a favourite tag that you've already done that you'd like to go back and have another go at. It could be one that you did that you weren't that happy with and you want to have another go. Oh, Dorothy has asked me what's my favourite. Oh God, what's my favourite so far? Right, before we go on to that then, I'll have a look. So, when we first started, my favourite was definitely the scrappy tag. I absolutely love this. Love the scrappy tag. Then as we got going a little bit, my next favourite was this one. Was the one with the pocket, and I had my little shell from Shell Island. But very quickly, the week after, when I did the mini landscapes, that then became my favourite. I loved doing the paper piecing. That was a massive challenge. That took me quite a long time to do that because that was so small. Love the bullion knots. And I loved the weaving, the one that we've just done, this one here. So I ended up doing that one and a second one. I was going to give this one a haircut because that one was originally just as hairy as this one, but I thought it was quite nice to have the contrast. I just love things that are touchy-feely. I think textiles needs to be touchy-feely. I just think it has to be really, really, really scrummy. So I've got a few of them where I did 2 or 3. I quite liked the couching one. That one, I really, really love doing it, but it does make me feel like intestine. It makes me feel a little bit sick when I look at it because I just think I'm looking at some sort of science thing. But we've got some that are coming up that I've done that I'm even more excited about, which is really cool. So the challenge is to make a tag. And then what I'd like you to do is send me the tag. So what I've got, and I don't know how easily I can do this. So people on YouTube, I'll do this first. I've got to pick that up. Right, hopefully it takes a bit of time for it to catch up so that I can see what I'm actually pointing at. Right, hopefully you can see a world map on the wall of my shed. So it's a scratch map, so that I can scratch off the countries. The idea is if you've visited somewhere, you scratch it off so that you've got a little bit of a record. If you're still on Instagram, if I flick you up, that way, there's the map. So I've got the map ready on the wall. It's all ready and all ready to go. So the idea is that you recreate a tag and then you send it to me. And on the back of the tag, oh, I think that's probably the wrong way around for Instagram, you're going to put your name, your email address. If you're on Instagram, your Instagram name, because I know quite a few people have different names on Instagram than their actual name. And then the most important bit is your location. Then what I'm going to do is when I've received them is I'm going to start pinning them around my map and start scratching off where people are, just so that we can sort of see where everybody is, where you're all from. Because I know I've put a couple of posts on before just asking where everybody is. But you don't always go back and look at them again. So I've just done a bit of an example on my little bit of paper here. So my example would be I'd put AnneBrookehandmade@gmail.com, @handmade by Anne, and I'm Brighouse, West Yorkshire in the UK. Please put which country you're from because I might not know where it is. I did geography, but I didn't do a world map, so I'm not very good at things like that. So please put the country on and then I'll have to start looking at things. So I'll start then posting on Instagram once I start getting pictures. I'll start posting the map and see how much we can fill it all up. I've put my address. There's going to be a post appearing on Instagram and Facebook with my address on in the UK. But basically I'm 76 Rastrick Common, Brighouse in the UK, HD6 3EL. And before you send it, if you want to post it on Instagram, we're going to use the hashtag 52 tags handmade map. So you just add map onto the end of the hashtag, and then everybody else can see all the ones, or you can just send it and it'll be a really, really nice surprise for me to see. Oh, Jez, I love it. I'm going to need a bigger map. Yeah, I might. Well, we'll have to see. It depends on how many of you are up for the challenge of doing 2 tags this week. So tag number 1, or number 26, is going to be making yourself a medal. And you might really want to definitely put something on the back of your tag this week that's about the fact that you've got halfway through the year and we've made it. I actually can't believe that we are halfway through the year. It does feel a little bit bonkers that that's half a year gone, because it actually doesn't feel like we've done very much. I know if you're posting international it might take a while. It's perfectly fine, don't worry. I'm hoping it'll get here. send it the cheapest that you can. Please don't send any special deliveries or anything like that. Just send it snail mail if needs be. It doesn't really matter. But I can't wait to see what anybody does. So the idea is it's one of the previous tags which has been your favourite so far. Now, you might end up redoing the tag and then sending me the original one because you might like your second one more than your first. That's perfectly fine, I don't mind. But obviously if you've already written on the back, I will know. Yeah, so that's a really, really exciting challenge. I'm very, very excited to do that and to start seeing what everybody's been doing and what you've enjoyed. Quilt So Crash just said bonkers, such an English word. Yeah, it is. I am very bonkers. For those people that do know me, I am a little bit bonkers. So those are the two challenges. I will keep posting about this, and like I say, there's an Instagram and Facebook post coming out about, I think about 1 o'clock or 1:15 UK time, that also has my address and the details. But just remember, the tag that you're sending me is not your original one. It is a new tag. You could send me the original one if you wanted, but then you won't have 52 tags, and it would be nice to see, possibly now you've had a go at some of them, just having a go at another one. So I don't know, before I finish, if anybody has got any questions that they want to ask me before I disappear. I'll try and look on the Instagram ones, disappear very, very quickly. But if anybody wants to ask a question, a few people are saying that they're not going to get any sleep. You are allowed to sleep. I do know, I mean, I'm saying good afternoon, but we've got good morning from Mexico. Wow. Have I thought of doing a book on the tags? Yes, I have. I'm in the process of, I've got one book that I self-published that was my Textile Wanderings, that's just about me wandering about and things like that. I am busy working on a second book at the moment that is going to be something along the lines of the tags. So hopefully, I just need more hours in the day, really. I mean, I do work 4 days. I do this on a Friday, usually then a Saturday and a Sunday, and in the evenings. It's very, very addictive. Yeah, but that's just me. I'm quite lucky because both my girls are a little bit older. Neve's 15 and Harriet is 19, so they pretty much look after themselves. And it is really good because I can get them to make tea and stuff. Right, somebody's just asked, will I be doing a dyeing workshop? I'm not 100% sure because that was a workshop that I went on and it's not something that I am very knowledgeable about. I don't know, something might appear later on, but I'm not planning on doing a definite dyeing workshop. I was chatting to my husband about it today because you need cookers and all sorts. It's just a little bit bonkers. So I'm not sure that I will be doing a dyeing workshop. But if you are in the UK, I do run workshops from the shed here, and they're on my website. The ones that I run, I am offering them now from the shed, but also online, so you can join the workshop via Zoom and do it live at the same time. I have guest tutors, and I've got a guest tutor, Fiona Balding, that's coming later on this year that is going to be doing eco dyeing. Few people have asked me, how do I get all... I have all the energy. I mean, I have slumps. If you listen to some of the videos that are coming up, I've had a couple of weeks where I've lost my mojo. And there's one of the tags that I have done that's coming up that I really don't like. I've looked at it and I really, really don't like it. And I was even thinking this morning, should I redo the tag? But I've decided I'm not redoing it because at the time I just felt a little bit flat and it's not the most exciting tag, but you won't know which one it is. If you want to get my book, it's on my website. That's on there. So I've sort of run out of kits at the moment. I've not really had enough time to make any more kits. The tag will be on YouTube. Yeah, so what inspires me the most? Oh, crikey. I think just anything and everything. I'm always looking out for stuff, seeing things. So the tags, I'm a little bit addicted again to Pinterest. There's so much amazing stuff on Pinterest. So just looking for different things. But sometimes it could just be a piece of fabric or a stitch or something that I've just got that I want to use. It's one of the things that I've tried to do this year is use up what I've got in my stash, because we've not been able to go out and about shopping, even though I have done quite a bit of online shopping. I try to use what I've got. So I think I talk in, I can't remember where it was. That was, oh, my brain's gone now. See, I've been talking for half an hour. That's just sent me doolally. Oh, that was it. I have a box of fat quarters that are absolutely beautiful, and I've kept them in a box. They're all colour coordinated, and while we've been off, I've just thought, I just need to use them. I just need to use them. Stop saving things. What am I saving them for? They're fat quarters. They're not big enough to make anything out of them. I just bought them because I love the fabric. So if you love the fabric, why stick it in a cupboard? So I have started using things. The needlebook course that we did on Zoom, yeah, I'll be running that again probably next year. I am beginning to put my 2022 programme together. So anything that I'll be doing here, there will be online as well, because obviously Zoom, I mean, that's the one thing that I think's really come out of this last year, is the fact that we can do things like this. I mean, just looking at where everybody's from, it's amazing. Right, yeah. The address will be on one of the posts that's coming up, I think about 1:15 on Facebook and Instagram, and I will keep reposting that. How long have I been a textile artist? Well, I've been a teacher for 25 years, but I'm art trained. And this is actually a totally accidental career, totally accidental. It was never the intention to start doing this, and it sort of started in about 2011. Oh, somebody doesn't see the address. Right, if I hold that up, hopefully that'll catch onto the screen. Yeah, so it's totally and utterly accidental. I don't want to say too much. If you want to find out more, I'm doing a talk in August online. So that if you want to find out more about my background, hopefully you can see that. I'm never sure whether or not you should go left or right. I think I need to go left a little bit. So for those people on YouTube, like I say, I will keep posting stuff. And oh, somebody's just said, I kind of like for me work out how to get my tags under the #252 tag. Right, so the bit on, I know a few people have asked this on Instagram. There isn't a group or anything specific that we joined. Right at the very beginning, I asked people about whether they wanted like a closed group or something like that, and lots of people just said no, and it made my life a lot easier. So basically all that you do is you post your picture, and then in the bit of the blurb that you do, you just put #52 tags handmade. And what we started doing is adding the week number at the end. I'll see if that'll move down and stay in focus. Okay, put the hashtag with the number of the tag at the end, and then what you want to do is go to search, and if you search #52 tags handmade, you can follow the hashtag. That's what the hashtags are for, and if you follow it, then you'll see everybody else's tags, because they'll just pop up on yours, and they will be able to see yours. It will still come up under your name, so you'll have your name, but you just need the hashtag just in the little blurb that you do. If you're on Facebook, I post each week a community post, and you can just drop your pictures in there. So I'm not sure how you fit so much into this video or life in general. I'm a wobble gob. It was my mum's nickname for me. I just wobble. Ask any of my friends. I don't know if any of them are on here on Instagram or YouTube watching. A few of them said that they would be, so hello. But they, I think, will vouch for the fact that I am definitely a wobble gob. So that is week 26. Little bit of a twist. So your first challenge is to make yourself a medal for getting halfway through the year. Your second challenge, if you want to accept the challenge, okay, so it's only if you want to do it, you don't have to do it, but make me a tag. your favourite tag that you've done so far. It's going to be really, really interesting to see if there's one particular tag that becomes a common favourite. And what I'll do is, as they start coming in, I'll start taking pictures of the map, and let's see how many countries we can get scratched off. See if we can do the whole world. I don't know. That would be amazing if we can do the whole world. Okay, so that's me, I think. I don't think... Oh, the hashtag above the photo with your name. I think that's just Instagram that just does that. I think that's if you're following. So if it has the hashtag above the name, that means it's because you're following the hashtag. So it's not the person that's done it. The hashtag goes above because you're following the hashtag 52 tags. So when you post, it doesn't do that. But other people, if they're following the hashtag 52 challenge, that's how they will see your tag. It'll have that at the top with your name underneath it, like you see other people's. I just don't think that you can do it yourself. I think it's these Instagram and Facebook widgets and stuff like this. A few people have said I should do this again. Well, now I know it works. I think if I was going to do it again, I'd probably just live stream on YouTube, because I think most of you have said that works. And looking at the number of people that have moved across, there's about 500 of you have joined us today, which is unbelievable. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for joining in this challenge, supporting each other in 2 years that really have not been that easy. And yeah, thank you. Happy stitching. Hashtag for the love of stitch. That's my little thing for this year. And yeah, I think that's it. Don't faff. No faffing. No faffing. Once you've sorted out your fabrics and you are ready, keep your medal simple. Spend some time on the tag that you're going to send me. I cannot wait to see what everybody does. And that's me signing off for today. Well, I'm saying signing off for today. That's me signing off for today once I can work out how to sign off for today. So, mwah, love you all. Happy stitching. And I might do this again. You never know. Just keep an eye out. Thank you so much. Go grab your needle thread. Go to bed if it's bedtime. Thank you for joining me. And I can't wait to see what happens for the next 26 tags. Okay. Mwah. Bye-bye.